everybody's syllabus that you get. So good information, and you can print that out and read through it if that is what makes you happy. And also contact information for the college in general, as well as the address. So that is the official syllabus for the summer. Now, when we get done with looking at the course information, and remember, you can always go back there, then you see discussions. Now, discussions we're not going to use at first, but later in the semester, I think week 3 possibly, we are going to create groups for y'all to work together. You will have teams. Yes, you are on the internet, but in real life, people work with people that they never, ever meet. So we're going to practice that here, and yes, it's kind of strange, but it's a great thing to learn. Now, I'm just telling you now, ahead of time, all of your discussions must be through this discussion board so that I can see who is participating and who is not. You do get to grade your fellow group members. If you have a group member that does not participate, then you can grade them accordingly. If you have a group member that participates and does a great work and is always there, etc., then you give them a good grade. So this hopefully will make sure that everybody participates. You do not ever have to meet face to face unless that's just something you want to do. You can do everything, all your discussions on Blackboard, and it's really easy to share files using Google Docs, and we'll go into that more later. Now, as we come down, my grades. When you get grades, they will show up here, as well as a whole list of everything that we have going on. So you can see all of it here. And I usually, if it's something that I personally grade, a lot of times I'll leave a comment, like great job, or these are things that you need to work on, things like that. So, and that'll show a little thought bubble. And you can see your grade here. Notice that I have a running average, so you will always know what your grade is. If something is not turned in on time, I automatically put a 0 in that place so that you can see what happens to your grade. Now, with that being said, you do have the opportunity to fix 3 if you did not get them turned in because of life circumstances. But I would not depend on that. Remember, try to get everything done at least 2 days early. That way, if life goes haywire, you have a little padding there. All right, so that's your grades. Email, this is where you email me. If you'll click on this link, then you can choose instructor, and that's how you can email me. The reason why you do this is I have several different classes, and when I receive an email from you like this, then it has which class you are in. So it's very easy for me to answer the question, know what class you're in, all that kind of good stuff. If you just straight up email me off your phone without going through Blackboard, you must put which class you are in. Otherwise, I'll email you back and say, what class are you in? All right. Now, attendance has become very important. So I will take faux attendance on Tuesday morning, on Monday morning. If you have not turned in your assignments by Sunday night for that week, then I will count you as absent. If you turn in your assignment, I'll change it to late. All right, and that way I satisfy the rules of keeping attendance even though you're online. So turn in your assignments and then you're there. Okay, if you turn them in early, awesome, I still count you as there. Good thing. All right, so now the next thing down is Mindtap. You will be using this link a lot. Now I've already so when you click on this link, it will take you to Mindtap, but you'll have to sign in and use the code that is in your book. so that, oh, and this shows that I've already been in once today. And when it does this, you just get out and refresh, okay? But Mindtap will show up there, and you will be able to sign on. I also have, and that just makes it easy for you to jump to it. We use it a lot. Now, notice I've clicked on week 1, June 6 through 12. Now, week 1, remember we're doing two chapters, all right? So you figure on using at least 2 or 3 hours a day, okay? At least plan on that, and then you can adjust accordingly. Okay, so this link here is where you can start Mindtap, and notice that I've told you please turn off your pop-up blockers. It does not, let me repeat, does not work with Internet Explorer. Does not work. You will be uploading videos this week, a video this week, your first speech assignment. Only I will see it, and I will give you very good constructive thoughts, tell you what you do well. I love the sandwich method, something good, something to work on, and then something good. So I like the sandwich method, and that's the kind of information you will get, something to affirm and something to help you do a little better. So turn off the pop-up blockers. Do not use Internet Explorer. It will not let you upload your videos. The Mindtap access card, it comes with your book that you get from the bookstore. And notice it says click on the second view button when you go into Mindtap. Now it's probably still not going to work on me because I've already been in there. Oh, it might work now. And my computer's still going very slow. Too much rain. There are 3 buttons, and since, nope, it's not going to let me. Okay, so there are 3 buttons about here on your page when it comes up. The middle button is the button you want to use. Everything is done by unit. I did not put dates in here because, once again, you can finish early, all right? Once again, you can do your work early. And this is a good warning because down here on week 9, there is a project where you have to do a PowerPoint and do a speech with that PowerPoint. You have to do supporting Word document with that PowerPoint. It's very extensive, plus the chapter work that you have to read. So if you want to start early, that PowerPoint project, go ahead and check out week 9, and you can start working on that now, putting it together, looking it up, researching. You can choose to do a business plan proposal, as if you're proposing a new business to investors. You can do it on a career that you're interested in. You can do it on something that you're really good at. If you have a business that is making cake balls, then you can talk about that business and maybe even share how you do that. So look at that now. Mine as well, correct? So anyhow, so it is okay to get ahead. Now, so from the Mindtap, if you have problems, the Cengage technical support, notice the circle that's still dealing with Mindtap. You can click on this and they can help you if you are having problems. All right, you must have the Mindtap access card, and we do 2 chapters the first week. If you don't have your book and your card, it's going to be hard to come back from that many zeros. Okay, so make sure you start right away. If you get the error like I just got, it tells you exactly what to do. Close your browser, reopen in a different browser. Do not use Internet Explorer. So if I had shut down this and went in through, I'm using Firefox, that's my personal favorite. If I closed Firefox down and went into Chrome, it would have been working fine. Now, the personal language trainer, when you click on this, you are actually going to turn it in here. Now, in Mindtap, you'll be able to go, you want to do the nouns first. And I tell you exactly what to do. Click on the unit view, click on the appendix, click on, in other words, follow it step by step. It tells you exactly what to do. And then you finish these 3 steps. And when you're done, you'll take a screenshot of the certificate. Okay, make sure it's the whole certificate. You have to click on the last button that shows you the certificate. And notice I say make sure you see the entire certificate. Use the snipping tool, which I tell you all programs and accessories. I actually use mine so much. I have it down here. You can also click on your Windows icon and then type in snipping tool, and it will take you straight there. And voila, your snipping tool. And technically the way it works, you'll click on the word new and whatever you select. And remember, you're going to make sure you get the entire certificate, correct? It has to have your name. It has to have which date, what day it was done. It has to have whether it was nouns or verbs or adverbs, okay? And then you will click on the copy button like that, and then you will go to Word like this, and eventually my Word will open, blank a document, and then you can, I gotta take my computer back to the school to get updated. And then you can paste it in. And you will save that, your certificate, whatever your copy, see how easy it is, right? So you'll upload that on, and I'm not going to save this. And I'm going to close the snipping tool. So much easier than doing the control alternate print screen. And I'm not going to save this either. And then, since this is Personal Language Trainer, you would click on that black title and see how it has the pencil and the ruler. That is where you upload your assignments that are not in Mindtap. And it gives you all the information once again. And then all you have to do is browse my computer to find the file, to upload it. And when you're done, you hit submit. Pretty cool. Nice and easy. That way when I grade it, it goes straight into the grade book, and you can see your average and how it affects your grades immediately. Do not send me homework over email unless it is 11:59 on the night that it's due and the internet is down, our Blackboard is down. If internet's down, you're not up anyhow, and you should have done it 2 days early. Alright, now the next one is spell right. Same thing, you'll go to Mindtap, click on the unit view. It tells you exactly where to go. It's in the same place, and you're going to study word list 1, take quiz 1, and do the snipping tool again. Save it, and notice how I tell you last name, first initial, word 1. Okay, now this is just a picture of the book because that was kind of boring just to type. Read chapter 1. Read chapter 1. This is a cool website showing how the web has a great way to do free advertising. If you have your own business or want to start your own business, it's a great way to get free advertising. It's awesome. This chapter 1 PowerPoint is my personal PowerPoint with all my lecture notes on it. So that is a great study tool. This is the PowerPoint that comes with the book. Notice that the blue circle, so it's in Mindtap. Now, the business communication in the digital age, notice it also is in Mindtap. And since I have not restarted my Firefox, it's probably still not going to work. But you can click on that link and it will take you to your Mindtap. And awesome, it's still not working for me. Okay, and from there you'll be able to see, you'll click on Unit 1, Chapter 1, and it should take you straight to the assignment. You really shouldn't have to click on anything. Now, the All About You, this is the video. This is your first speech, all right? So the first thing you want to do is, number 1, notice 5 things that I'm looking for. If you don't address all 5 things, you'll lose points. So If you don't address strengths and weaknesses of your communication skills, you lose 20 points right there. Okay? So make sure that you address everything that's on here. And it says, I want to know more about you, your motivation for taking this course. And if you're taking it because you have to, tell me. That's okay. You know, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Your career goals and your writing skills. Are you good? Are you bad? I have an incredibly intelligent son and husband, and neither one can spell. All right? It just is what it is. Spell check is your friend. Spell check, grammar check, in Word, it checks it all for you. Make sure that you run spell check and grammar check before you ever print something or email anything. All right, the video, you can use your phone, computer webcam, a normal video camera if it saves onto a disk that you can put in your computer and upload. Now, this you can upload on Mindtap. When you click on this link, it would take you to Mindtap, to the All About You, and you would upload your video there. I also have the template of how I grade it and what I am looking for. And I'm going to tell you, one of my pet peeves is the because in case you haven't noticed, I am really bad about that, and I'm working really hard still. Make sure that you have good eye contact with your camera. Make sure that you enunciate your words well so that they are easy to understand. Make sure that your microphone is loud enough for me to hear you. If I have to stick my ear on the speaker of my computer to hear what you're saying, I can't grade that. All right? So when you get done, go back and play it and make sure you can hear it. Make sure that your microphone is turned up. Make sure that you're close enough. If it's soft, figure out why it is soft. You do several videos. Every other chapter you do a video, and the other chapters you do a writing assignment. So we alternate the speech and the writing because both are very, very, very important. All right? Now, Beat the Clock is a great way to learn the information on that chapter. It's fun, it's a game, it's a great way to study without doing it the boring way. But the boring way still works. So make sure you hit them both. The chapter 1 quiz, you can do this as many times as you need to get the 100. The same thing with this assignment here. You get 3 opportunities for each section to get the highest grade possible. So make sure, don't settle for a bad grade. Do it until you get a good grade. The whole purpose of this class is to learn. It's not just to get a grade. I'm not about just giving grades. If you don't learn, then we are both failures. Okay? I want you to learn. Now, since this week we are actually doing 2 chapters, and this is the beginning of chapter 2. I like to do funny tidbits or links to more information so it can kind of make it more interesting. So this is chapter 2. Notice, this is kind of funny, the doctors are lifting the patient to put him on the table, and they didn't know if it was on 3 or before 3 or after 3. So obviously communication did not work well. This poor guy still has his feet in the air. Okay, so communication is super duper important. Now, personal language trainer 2. This time you're going to do pronouns. Spell right 2. Make sure it is word list 2. Make sure that you have the entire certificate for language trainer 2. Make sure this one's a small square, but it'll tell you what list it is, and it will also tell you your grade. You can do both of these until you, well, this one you have to do it till you get 100. But this one, you can do it as often as you want. If you don't get the 100 the first time, do it again. Keep doing it until you get the 100. Learning, spelling correctly is so very important. All right, chapter 2. And then once again, their point, my PowerPoint, Beat the Clock to study. Professionalism is groups of questions that you can do and redo 3 times for each section till you get the 100. And activity 2.3, you're actually going to write. Notice it has the pencil with the ruler. And you will click on this link right here. This title is the link. And a lot of people don't get that. That's why I'm emphasizing it. So if you already got it, just be patient. And if you don't understand, that's why I'm repeating it. So it's okay. Now, for this writing assignment, your first writing assignment, you can learn whether your listening skills are excellent or deficient. If you don't understand a word, look it up. It's so important to learn as much as possible in this class. You will take this listening quiz. Notice you can click on that link. It will take you straight to the quiz. You will honestly answer these questions. All of them, and this is for you to learn. You will not, if you get a 1 on everything, you will not get a different grade than if you got 4 on everything. This is for you to learn. Make sure this should do your combined totals for you. Now, what you have to do is take that in a Word document using sentences and paragraphs that your English teacher would love. Notice sentences and paragraphs. You have to use periods. You have to use question marks. You have to use the correct punctuation. You have to use the correct spelling. You have to use the correct grammar. I know you're so excited, but the difference between the normal English, where you learn how to write expository, very long, beautiful words, that's not this. This writing is short and to the point. Business people are too busy to learn to read long documents. They need something quick and to the point, but it still has to be in sentences. It still has to be in paragraphs. All right. And so in this one, you have to say what your scores were. Tell me what your scores were. Explain them. Maybe talk about the 2 listening. Well, definitely talk about 2 listening behaviors that you feel like you need to work on the most. And then talk a little more specifics that will help you do better in listening. You listen in proportion to our mouth and our ears, right? 2 ears, 1 mouth, or you listen twice as much as you speak. All right? And I'm sure y'all have all heard that one. That's an oldie. So, and then you'll save it as your last name, first initial, underscore 2.13, and then attach it to here. All right? Notice you've typed it in Word, and you're attaching it to here. And it is beautiful, short, succinct sentences and paragraphs. And then you have the Chapter 2 quiz that you can do as often as you like. And even after the grade is in there, you can keep doing it to study for the exams. All right? So that is week 1. I realize that was a lot to take in. You are more than welcome to start and stop and redo this video or this sound bite as often as you need. Please, please, please email me if you have problems. All right? Call me 281-756-3822. If I am not there, I will return your call. But it'll probably be my cell phone if it's not on a Tuesday. Come by on Tuesday. I will probably be there way before 1 o'clock because there's a load of work to do that I try to get all in one day. So call me, stop by, email. Please don't sit out there freaking out in internet land. All right? Have a great day, and I'm looking forward to the semester. Bye.